In this video, we're going to be discussing the most expensive games ever built. Number 10. Kicking off the list, we have Marvel's notorious anti-hero Deadpool. This game is criticized for its gameplay, yet it is loved for its twisted sense of humor. This game cost $100 million to build, and it is marketed pretty well by its movies. Next up on the list, we have number 9, Max Payne 3. Our tragic protagonist's past trails him, causing misery and death to everyone around him, not to mention glorious shootings. Max Payne 3 sold over 440,000 copies, and it took $105 million to develop and market this game. Number 8 in the list, we have Halo 2. Halo 2 is the best-selling first-generation Xbox game with at least 6.3 million copies sold in the United States alone. Over 8.46 million of copies were sold worldwide. It took $40 million to develop Halo 2, and $80 million was used for its marketing, summing up to a total of $120 million. Number 7, Dead Space 2. In the year 2511, Isaac Clarke is an everyman engineer who finds out something has gone horribly wrong and his whole spaceship crew has been slaughtered. Isaac's beloved partner Nicolo is lost somewhere on the board. This game took $60 million for its development and $60 million were used for its marketing. Number 6 in the list is Tomb Raider 2013. Tomb Raider games have sold over 84 million copies worldwide. This series has generally met with critical acclaim and is noted as one of the pioneers of action-adventure genre. Lara Croft has become one of the most recognizable video game protagonists, winning accolades and earning places on the Walk of Fame and Guinness Book of World Records, alongside for being praised for pioneers female character in video game. This game was made for $100 million in development, and $35 million was used in marketing. Number 5 in the list, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game is the remake version of the original 1997 PlayStation game. This game contains over 30% of the original game story. This game is the highest selling PlayStation 4 game, with selling over 3.5 million copies within 3 days and 5 million copies by the end of August. It also has a new PlayStation 5 version, Final Fantasy VII Remake integrated. This game cost over $100 million to develop and $45 million was spent in its marketing. Number 4, Star Wars: The Old Republic. This is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game based in the Star Wars universe. This storyline takes place shortly after the re-emerging Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic tenuous peace. This game took $200 million to develop, and the marketing cost is unknown in the internet. Number 3, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It received universal acclaim with praise for its campaign, multiplayer, and the amount of content, although it received some criticism for its short length and a lack of innovation. This game cost $200 million to develop, and $50 million was used in its marketing. Number 2, GTA 5. This game needs no introduction and is the most popular action-adventure game ever made. It cost $276 million to make this game. $137 million was spent in the development and $128 million was spent for marketing. Number 1, the most expensive game ever built is Cyberpunk 2077. This game has Keanu Reeves as the main character in it. It was developed by 500 developers who also developed The Witcher 3. This game cost around $320 million in total to develop. $174 million was spent in development and $146 million was spent in marketing.